Rabbi Valley also speaks about, in Hosea 14 it says, 1, O Israel, return to the Lord your God, for you have stumbled because of your iniquity. Take words with you and return to the Lord. Say to him, take away all iniquity. Receive us graciously, for we will offer the sacrifice of our lips. Rabbi Valley quotes on this. The impurity and debasement of the 10 tribes was not their true nature. The impurity and debasement of the 10 tribes was not their true nature. The power of repentance can elevate a person to a greater height than he ever had before. The Israelites have an innate purity. The 10 tribes have an innate purity, he says. They therefore do not have to try very hard to return to where they should have been had they not sinned. And he says the non-Israelite peoples are not like this. And then again, on Hosea 14:8, he says, Ephraim shall say, whatever do any more with idols. I have heard and observed him. I am like a green cypress tree. Your fruit is found in me. And Rabbi Valley says, it is no matter that Israel did not descend into the realms of pollution other than for the need to reclarify his destiny. He needed to fulfill the will of God and reform the world through redirecting its forces. When this is done, they shall return to their force, so we no need to remain in that situation anymore. This is the meaning of, Ephraim shall say what I have to do anymore with idols. Rabbi Valley understands Hosea to say that Judah was also to be punished because of Ephraim. That is, Judah did not attempt to turn Ephraim back to the right track. Consequently, says Rabbi Valley, they themselves were influenced by the 10 tribes and were to be punished in a similar way as they had been. He quotes Hosea 12:2, the Lord has a dispute with Judah and will punish Jacob according to his ways and repay him according to his doings. And Rabbi Valley says that Ephraim influences the rest of Israel and all of mankind. Hosea 13, when Ephraim spoke trembling, he was exalted in Israel, but he incurred guilt through Baal worship, and he died. Ephraim is a power in the world. Rabbi Valley already saw that. This was before England became a great country. England was important. It was a small country. At that time, before the Industrial Revolution, the population of England was about a quarter of that of France, or less. Later, in the Industrial Revolution, it increased at a population explosion and became almost equal. But at that time, England was a small country, but it was powerful, it was impressive. They defeated Spain and so on. But they were not considered a great power relative to other nations. But they were soon to be so. Rabbi Valley says that all mankind is influenced through Ephraim. When Ephraim transgresses in his deeds and opinions, he engenders division and contention to themselves and to all of Israel. Is what meant by the expression trembling in Hosea 13:1. In Hebrew, the word is retet, reverberate. It connotes reverberation. When Ephraim speaks, it has a resonating effect on the rest of Israel. So to sum up, Rabbi Valley understands the verses in Hosea and Zechariah to refer primarily to the 10 tribes. The 10 tribes are a powerful nation. There will be a powerful, in the end time, there will be a powerful nation on the earth. And anything they do, in here, Ephraim refers to the 10 tribes in general or to Britain and America together. Anything they do, it causes a reverberation. It influences the whole world. That is the case today with Britain and America. And therefore, because they, in some cases, showed a bad example, they will be punished. Will be punished for that. Also, Judah will also be punished for not having tried to return the 10 tribes, to contact them and influence them for better. But nevertheless, at some stage, the barrier that existed between the two groups, the barrier in heaven, will be removed, and they will be enabled to rejoin together, to reunify with each other. So that is one aspect of the prophecies of Zechariah and related prophecies. Has anyone any questions, any comments to make on this?
I've never heard of that before. That year, I've never heard of those two sticks or that concept. That's totally new and very fascinating to me.
Yes, well, before I came across it, it was also relatively speaking new to me. I
Yeah.
mean, I went through the Bible several times, but some or other I didn't pay attention to these verses until I saw the commentaries on them, and I saw that it does check out with the simple meaning of the Bible, how it can be read, and how, which is in effect a more literal reading of the text.
Yeah.
What is commonly accepted. Well, I mean, Yishai, show yourself, and Yishai has a comment to make. Here's Yishai.
Hi, Yishai.
Hi, I just have a question. Did you touch on the relationship between the two sticks of Ezekiel, and the two sticks
Yeah.
of Zechariah?
Yes, please do.
Yes.
Okay.
Did the two guys know each other? These prophets know each other?
Know each other, only Yishai?
No, Ezekiel and Zechariah. Did they, when they talked about two sticks, were they friends and they knew about sticks?
They could have been, but Ezekiel seems to have lived most of his life in Babylon. He mentions Babylon. So I haven't, I could look it up, but it seems that Ezekiel must have been at some stage, Ezekiel must have been in the land of Israel. But most of his life and most of his prophecy was in Babylon, the area of Babylon. Whereas Zechariah appears to have been, or at least prophesied in the land of Israel, in Judah. So, but they may have known each other. They lived about the same time, or they overlapped. Their lives overlapped, I assume. So that is what we have here.
I'm sorry I interrupted. Can you answer?
No, go
his
ahead. We need
question?
people to interrupt.
Answer his question about what he's what the connection between those two prophecies,
Connection between the two?
the two stick prophecies. Yeah.
I don't know the connection between the two. First of all, they both talk about sticks. So that's subject matter in both of them is sticks. They both talk about two sticks. One talks about two sticks, breaking the two sticks for different reasons. Okay, cutting them, breaking them. The other one talks about two sticks being joined together. Actually, the word for sticks in Hebrew, we should mention, it should be remembered, the word for sticks in Hebrew is eitz. It's translated as sticks or pieces of wood, but it can also mean trees. But yes. How you get what you but sticks is more convenient and how it's usually understood and easily more easy to understand.
Yeah, here can I ask? Yair?
Yeah, I'm here.
Can I ask maybe how I see it previously is that Zechariah,
yeah,
he was looking how the northern kingdom was divorced, maybe from Judah.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's a breaking for me. But Ezekiel is the restoring of the relationship between Yehuda and the northern kingdom of Israel.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So that's anyway. So that was a point we've made.